Thank you so much for joining us for CBN News Today. I'm Ephraim Graham.
And I'm Charlene Israel. 100 million Americans are waking up to snow, ice, and freezing rain. This latest round of winter weather has claimed the lives of at least a dozen people across the South. It's also been crippling travel and left almost 500,000 homes without power. Wicked winter weather is bringing another day of complicated travel. Thursday begins with more than 4,000 flights canceled, leaving about 5 million passengers stranded nationwide.
I was anticipating going home on Thursday, had plans for Friday, but that's now going to be canceled.
The powerful system could dump more than a foot of snow on Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington. It's already shut down the federal government for today and closed schools up and down the East Coast.
I'm played out with the snow. This make my job twice as hard.
This winter storm socked the South Wednesday and may be to blame for at least 12 deaths. 3 people were killed when an ambulance crashed on an icy road in West Texas and caught fire. A Dallas firefighter was also killed after being knocked from an interstate ramp and falling 50 feet. In Raleigh, North Carolina, people abandoned their cars on frozen roads, and many ran for cover after one trapped car caught fire.
Don't put your stupid hat on at this point in time. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your neighbors. Let's protect each other.
Hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses have lost power in the Carolinas and Georgia, where ice and wind gusts snapped power lines and tree limbs. The roof of one North Carolina church collapsed. And in Georgia, this woman's daughter was nearly crushed when a pine tree fell on her home.
Hearing the tree crack and watching it fall from my window and landing on my daughter's room was very traumatic.
And this harsh winter has already depleted salt supplies in cities in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. It's also caused school systems to run out of snow days.
Want to take a look now closer at our nation's capital, which is being walloped by the storm. As you heard, even the government has been frozen in place. CBN's David Brody is out in the thick of the winter weather.
Well, when you think of Washington, D.C., you think of dysfunction, political dysfunction. Today, a much different type of dysfunction, weather, and lots of it. Over a foot of snow in many places in Washington, D.C., and this place is an absolute ghost town. The White House closed, Senate, House closed, federal offices all closed, and you've got runway problems all over at the 3 major airports, Reagan, Dulles, and BWI, Baltimore Washington International Airport. Many of the runways are closed, flights are delayed, there has been bus service suspended. So pretty much this city is shut down with no end in sight for the rest of the day, and this most likely will carry on into tomorrow, where those delays will mean some sort of delay for flights and trains and buses, even into Friday. David Brody, CBN News in Washington, snowy Washington, D.C.